What's up, guys? Michael Edward here, head trader at True Trading Group, October 14th. Wow. On Friday, if you missed my video, go back and check it out. I said literally the title of my video on Friday is Get Ready, Are Small Caps Back? In that video, I said, guys, come in Monday. Get in chat early, get ready, because I think small caps are back. I think we're going to get some really good moves. And I wasn't expecting this. Today was insane. You had BIMI go 500%. You had SES go 300%. You had UMA go 70%. You had even good old BPTH came to life a little bit today. You had small caps not just wake up today, but they went crazy. Small caps have traded horribly over the last several weeks, maybe even a couple months, with no follow through, no real continuation. I spoke about it in my Friday video, but on Friday, something happened that made me feel like the tide was turning, and I thought we were going to get really good action in small caps, and that's what prompted me to make that video on Friday. I didn't trade a small cap on Friday. Friday, I shorted JNUG. Okay, was a good trade. But SES went crazy on Friday. And the difference here, and I traded SES again today, guys, pulled out 64% on SES. We're going to get into that trade in a second. But small caps are back. Okay, guys, if there's ever been a time for you to come in chat with me for free tomorrow is TGG Tuesday. If there's ever been a time for you to get in there tomorrow and trade with me and the rest of the gang for free, it's now, okay? Go to truetradinggroup.com. In the upper right-hand corner, click on TGG Tuesday, register. You're going to get a link that'll give you access to our chat room for free, okay? Like I said, right now is the perfect time because small caps are waking back up, and I don't think this action is just going to disappear overnight. Okay, I do expect more action. BIMI, SES, both are on my watch list again for tomorrow, as well as I'm sure we're going to have another small cap tomorrow that maybe puts out a press release, gaps up, low float, recent reverse split, and all hell can break loose again. Okay, we haven't gotten action like this in a very long time. And now what prompts me to say this and what made me say in my video Friday to get ready for small caps, and what made me say today for the first time in months, my number one focus off the bell was small caps, okay? My number one focus was SES, okay? It wasn't Roku, it wasn't JNUG, it wasn't SPY options, okay, which is everything that I've been trading over the last several weeks. Today, for the first day, my number one focus was a small cap, and that's SES. And what made me shift, okay? What made me say on Friday, guys, small caps? What made me say today, guys, SES, my number one focus? Why did I trust small caps today and I haven't trusted them for the last several weeks? Okay, why? SES on Friday. This is today's action. Let's go to Friday's. Okay, here's Friday's action. SES with the gap up on Friday, crapped out kind of during lunch, and this is where everything changed. Over the last several weeks, small caps have given up their morning games in the afternoon or in the next day to follow. We have not gotten a continuation squeeze where stock really squeezes, makes afternoon highs, and then gaps up and squeezes and moves higher the following day. We haven't had that. Okay, so when we got this afternoon squeeze in SES in the afternoon, and then we got this continuation squeeze into the closing bell where we close at the dead high of the day, and then as I pan this over, let me see. Should I actually? Let's do this. Okay. So I just added well, this is going to show you just pre-market today. I can't even show you yesterday. So because, damn it, guys, I wanted to see if I can put back on my chart the aftermarket price action on SES, but when I put it back on, it only shows me today's pre-market. It doesn't show me yesterday's aftermarket on my TC2000. So that's all right. Well, anyway, guys, SES on Friday, after it had that squeeze into the close, okay, it went all the way to $9, okay, on Friday afternoon. Went all the way to $9. So you're talking about a stock that went from $3 to $9 with a huge increase in volume, okay, and a very powerful move. That changed everything. That's the first time that short traders got hurt. Short traders lately have been extremely confident. They've been extremely complacent in their shorts, and rightfully so. Small caps have not hurt. If you've been shorting small caps for the last 2 months, you haven't gotten hurt. Okay, you might not have won on every trade, but you haven't gotten hurt. And when you're in that environment, it's a lot less likely for you to get a short squeeze. They just hold on to their position because it always pulls back in later in the afternoon or pulls back in the following day. The action you saw on SES on Friday was the first got ya for shorts. It was the first move that really hurt. Okay, and that's why I say, guys, that's the first short squeeze action, real short squeeze action that we have seen in a long time. Get ready for this to wake up small caps. We come into the market here this morning. Okay, guys, if you didn't see my video from Friday, please go back and watch it because it's really important about understanding how to tell the small cap market is heating up, because I talk about it on Friday. Okay, so go back and watch that video. We knew this was coming. It's crazy. That we were able to kind of sniff this out, but it's true. Just go watch the video from Friday. You guys will see for yourself. It's important though to watch and understand what made me say that on Friday. Then we come into here today and SES is gapping up, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, we're gapping up. We're opening up at $10. We went to $9 yesterday. We didn't fade that after that after market action this morning, pre-market. There's no offering that brings the stock crashing back down to $4. We're sitting here at $10. Okay, and right off the bell, you can see we start to fade a little bit. We start to fade this gap. This was the perfect, I said to myself, guys, this is a short trap. I'm like, there's no way SES gives back this gap up. There's no way we give back this short squeeze. I think this is a short trap. This is going to suck a lot of new shorters in because these gap ups have not given you follow through and continuation lately. They're going to try to fade this gap up. So this fade action off the bell was crucial in setting up for the monster short squeeze that we had in SES. We pulled this in. Okay, guys, we pulled in. Let's draw out our Fibonacci retracement levels. Right into the 50 Fibonacci level, and we stuck trade line support. Look at how the trade line comes into play and starts to hold this stock together. Okay, now I'm saying to myself here, I automatically have a long bias on this because I think we're going to get a short squeeze. Simply because the action that we got on Friday, okay, I thought that was our first real sign. I think shorts are trapped in SES. I think that's a short trap, okay, that morning fade, and I think we're going to squeeze, and if we can get through VWAP, I think we're going to explode. Why VWAP though? Okay, as I zoom this in closer, I want you to notice the initial morning low is right there. That lined up with the 23.6 fib level and also VWAP right there. Okay, so I said if we can get through that, that's when I think shorts are going to start to get nervous. They're going to cover. All hell is going to break loose, and SES is going to go. That was the whole premise behind this trade today in chat. Okay, if there's anybody that's watching this right now and you were in chat today, comment. Okay, comment about this move and about this analysis because it was so spot on, and like the whole group and whole room capitalized on this move. It was phenomenal. I was so proud of everybody today for catching this move. And some people, I didn't trade BIMI today, but some people traded BIMI. I didn't trade Yuma. Some people traded Yuma just off the concept that small caps are heating back up and small caps are back. And I was really, really, really proud of everybody in the room today. So what I'm doing here, guys, is automatically I'm long biased because of this, expecting this short squeeze. I got in a tier 1 position, okay, right here, long SES. I'll take you guys to my trade announcements. I'll zoom in. Here you guys can see I'm long tier 1. I'm in tier 1 because don't forget, small caps have been terrible lately. Okay, so I'm not like, I want to be tier 1 here just in case I'm wrong and small caps are not back. So I'm long tier 1, which is 25% of my desired size. Excuse me, at $8.70. I'll stop out near the low of the day, and I'm adding through that VWAP area around that 950 region. So my stop loss is here, the low of the day. There's the tier 1. Okay, our first attempt at VWAP, we fail. We pull all the way back in. This was actually an aggressive rejection. This is actually what had me pulling the trigger, adding to my position actually a little bit sooner than that 950 break, because we got rejected at VWAP, and I was waiting for this. Okay, I was waiting for us to get rejected at VWAP, break below the trade line, and go back towards the low, because that is what we have seen time and time again in these small caps. But when we pulled back in after the heavy rejection, we immediately shot right back up through $9. The trade line came into play again. The trade line held, and I added to a full-size position right there at $9.25. Take you back to my trade announcement. You can see here I added tier 2 at $9.25. So now I'm in my full-size position, guys, from 870 and then 925. We broke through VWAP, and as expected, that caused shorts to cover. We went straight to the high of the day and halted. Right in front of the high, I took 25% of my position off the table right there at 10.03. Off the trading halt, we resumed trading. We pulled in, and what did we do? We stuck beautiful support at that trade line, shot us right through the high of the day, and on that new high of the day, I sold the bulk of my position right there at $11.20. And now I'm thinking to myself, that's it, guys. We're going to squeeze. We're going to get one hell of a move here. And I was not even ready for what was to follow. I thought we were going to get a move up towards like $15. I was not expecting 26. This stock went all the way to $26 today. Absolute monstrosity of a short squeeze. Reminds me of BPTH. Okay, from many months ago when we traded BPTH. If you've been following my channel for a while, you guys know all about that BPTH video. It was my biggest trade of the year, my biggest day of the year, not my biggest individual trade, my biggest day. Traded BPTH 3 times that day, nailed it all 3 times. This reminded me of that, even though I only traded it 1 time. But this reminded me, the way the stock was moving, the way it was trading, reminded me like BPTH. So let me zoom back in. Okay, so off the trading halt, we resume trading. Trade line comes into play again. Pushes us right up through the high of the day. We halt again. We resume trading. Trade line holds, and right there, my final take profit at $14.25. Okay, monster move. Tremendous follow through, full size position, scaled out, stayed in the winning trade longer, and really pulled out a huge chunk of this move. And then, I wasn't, what I was expecting, I wasn't expecting $26. Okay, but that just goes to show you how powerful of a move this short squeeze actually was. Okay, I was looking for areas to get long later in the day. Like I was looking to try to get long in this region around 130 to 145, but we ended up taking off much sooner. And then after we took off at 130, I was trying to get long down in this region in front of this previous high, which also at the time lined up with perfectly the 23.6 Fibonacci level. So these were going to be my 2 buying zones I was trying to get into on SES. And you can see the stock never quite pulled back into those levels. And that's actually very common when a stock is in an all-out short squeeze and there's a ton of momentum. So when you have a stock in an all-out short squeeze, it's common for the stock not to quite pull back and test those support levels. Okay, the reason for that is because as the stock starts pulling in towards that support level, you have traders like myself that are buying to get long, but you also have all of the short traders that are panicking, trying to aggressively get out and cover their short position. So as the stock approaches the support level, okay, as the stock approaches the support level, okay, buying steps up into it and shorts come into cover and the stock pushes higher and never actually gets down to that support level. So it's actually very common when a stock has a lot of momentum like this in an all-out short squeeze. So I actually was never able to pull the trigger. These were going to be my 2 buying zones. First, I planned on this being my buying zone. We never got there. The stock extended and broke through the high of the day a little earlier than I wanted it to. I was hoping it was going to wait till around 2 o'clock to break and squeeze. That's why I was hoping to get long somewhere in this region. And once we broke through, I said, okay, well, screw that. I'm not going to get that entry. Now I redraw my Fibonacci level. You see the 23.6 Fib lines up with that previous high. I said, here's my new buying zone. And you can see we never quite pulled back in to test that level. And we just continued higher. And this is what I'm talking about. You see this pullback here. So like here's the buying zone. Here's the pullback. And you see how buying pressure steps up. That's actually very common when you're in an all-out short squeeze and there's a lot of momentum. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to get back in the trade, but I'm not going to sit here and cry over look how much more I could have made. I mean, I made a really nice trade, guys. I was in full position. That's a 64% gain on my final take profit. I'm super happy. This is day one of small caps back in action. I think we're going to get a lot more than just the one day. I mean, that's SES. You guys take a look at BIMI. BIMI, this is insane. From $2 to $12 after close. Okay, we went to $12 after the close. Just an insane move. You take a look at Yuma. Okay, Yuma. Okay, from $3 up to $5. Okay, you had BBTH came to life a little bit here today. I mean, you just had a bunch of you just had a bunch of small caps today that just started to wake up. I mean, you take a look around. I mean, some of these are lower volume, but you can see these moves. Okay, and these are traders that are dealing with FOMO now that are trying to catch up on all the action that they missed on some of these other names, and that's how you're starting to get this whole sector starts to wake back up. So SES and BIMI by far have the best volume. These will be my two that I'm going to focus on tomorrow. Like I said, guys, come and chat tomorrow. It's free. Okay, like I said, if there's ever been a time, I mean, I wish you guys could have been there today because today was just insane. And hopefully we get some action like this again tomorrow. But if you missed that video on Friday, go back, watch it. I'm telling you guys, it's really important in helping to understand and helping to identify when sectors start to heat up so you know where to focus your attention. Great job today, everybody. I mean, this was just an awesome, awesome day. I'm going to go have a cigar and a scotch and I'll be back in here early tomorrow morning and look to keep this going. And small caps, once again, tomorrow will be my #1 focus. I'll see you guys in chat tomorrow. Take care.